Before we start today's episode, let me ask you something very simple, but very real. Why are you still struggling with English? You listen, you watch, you study, you take notes, you repeat, but your English still feels stuck. It feels slow. It feels heavy. It feels confusing. It feels like you're trying, but nothing is changing. And maybe deep inside, you sometimes feel embarrassed. Embarrassed when you understand the words, but cannot speak. Embarrassed when someone asks you a simple question and your mind becomes blank. Embarrassed when you try to talk and your tongue freezes. If that feels familiar, then listen closely, because today's episode might finally change everything for you. I'm Anna, and welcome back to Speak English Daily, the podcast where you train your mind, your voice, and your confidence, one simple conversation at a time. Today, we're talking about something very important: why your English isn't improving and how you can fix it starting today.
Hi, Anna. Hello, everyone. It's great to be here, and today's topic is one that many English learners need to hear.
How are you, David?
I'm good, thank you. How about you, Anna?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited for this episode because I know it will help thousands of learners.
Absolutely. And before we begin, let me tell you something very important. If your English isn't improving, it does not mean you're bad at languages. It does not mean you're slow. It does not mean you can't learn. It usually means something much simpler. You are learning in the wrong way. And here's the truth. Most English learners around the world make the same mistakes. So if you feel stuck, trust me, you are not alone. Let's talk about these mistakes clearly, slowly, and honestly. Mistake 1. You only study, you don't practice.
This is the number one mistake. Many learners spend hours reading grammar rules, memorizing vocabulary lists, watching videos, taking notes, repeating, but their English still feels stuck. They study English like it's a school subject, but English is not a subject. English is a skill. Think about this. You can watch 100 videos about swimming, but if you never get in the water, you still can't swim. You can read 10 books about driving, but you still can't drive a car until you actually try. English is exactly the same. You don't get fluent by studying. You get fluent by practicing. Real speaking, real listening, real sentences, real mistakes. Practice makes progress, not studying.
Mistake 2. You listen too fast and understand nothing. This is a big problem. Many learners jump straight into fast YouTubers, fast podcasts, movies, news, Netflix shows, and then they feel lost. They hear English, but their mind freezes. They can't follow the speed. They can't catch the words. They understand maybe 10% or nothing. And then they think, my English is terrible. Maybe I will never understand. But this is not your fault. Fluency does not begin with fast English. Fluency begins with slow English, clear English, simple English. Slow English trains your ears. Slow English builds confidence. Slow English helps you understand the rhythm of sentences. Slow English is not childish. Slow English is smart. It is the foundation of real fluency.
Mistake 3. You try to speak perfectly. Let me guess something. Every time you try to speak, your brain suddenly gets scared. Is this grammar correct? Is my pronunciation wrong? What if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? And because of this fear, you say nothing, or you speak very little, or you speak too slowly, or you stop after one sentence. Trying to speak perfectly is the fastest way to stop speaking. Nobody started perfectly. Not me, not you, not native speakers, not even children. English fluency is not perfection. English fluency is communication.
Mistake 4. You learn words, not sentences. This is one of the biggest reasons learners feel stuck. You learn new vocabulary every day. You write lists, you save words, you memorize meanings. But when you try to speak, nothing comes out. Why? Because fluency does not come from random words. Words do not help you in conversation. Sentences help you. Your brain needs full sentences like, "I'm still learning. Can you say that again? I don't understand this part. I'm trying my best. I know this word, but I forgot it right now." When you learn sentences, you can speak instantly, naturally, confidently. Sentence equals fluency. Words equal confusion.
Mistake 5. You learn without emotion. This one is rarely talked about, but it's extremely important. When you learn English with stress, fear, pressure, or boredom, your brain shuts down. Your memory becomes weak. You forget everything. But when you learn with curiosity, enjoyment, and confidence, you remember more. You learn faster. You speak more naturally. Emotion is fuel for learning. If English feels stressful, stop and change your method. English learning should feel like a daily conversation with someone you trust, not like an exam.
Now, how do we fix all of this? This is the most important part of today's episode. Let's talk about real, simple, powerful solutions. Solution 1. Shadow English daily. 5 minutes.
Shadowing is one of the most effective techniques in the world. Shadowing means repeating what you hear at the same time. You listen, you copy, you follow the rhythm, you match the tone, you train your mouth and your ears together. Let's do it now. Repeat after me. I can improve. I'm learning step by step. My English gets better every day. Do this daily. Even 3 minutes helps. Your speaking becomes smoother and faster. Shadowing is like going to the gym, but for your English muscles.
Solution 2. Use slow English podcasts. Slow English is the secret weapon of fluency. Slow podcasts give you more time, more space, more clarity, more confidence. Listen while you cook. Listen while you walk. Listen while you clean. Listen while you rest. Let English enter your brain naturally, without stress, without fear, without confusion. Just slow, simple English every day.
Solution 3. Speak without fear. Forget perfection. You must stop trying to sound perfect. Perfect English does not exist. Even native speakers make mistakes. Fluency comes from small sentences. Let's practice. I went to work. I made tea. I'm tired today. I'm learning every day. I'm trying my best. Simple English is real English. Your goal is communication, not perfection.
Solution 4. Learn sentences, not words. This changes everything.
Repeat sentences like, I'm getting better. I understand more today. Could you explain that again? I know this word, but I forgot it right now. I'm improving little by little. These sentences become natural tools in your daily life. Your brain remembers sentences faster. Sentences build speaking fluency. Sentences prepare you for real conversation. Words are only bricks. Sentences are the building.
Solution 5. Build a tiny English routine. Here is the routine that can change your English completely. Every day, do only these 3 things. Listen for 5 minutes. Shadow for 2 minutes. That's it. Simple, easy, realistic, powerful. Small daily practice beats big weekly study sessions because consistency creates fluency. A powerful reminder. Your English is not stuck. Your English is not weak. Your English is not failing. Your English is simply waiting. Waiting for the right method, waiting for the right routine, waiting for you to start small and stay consistent. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a native speaker. You don't need to live in an English-speaking country. You just need a simple plan, a tiny daily habit, and the belief that you can improve. Because you can. And you will.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. You are doing better than you think. Every minute you spend here is progress.
And we'll see you in the next episode of Speak English Daily. Keep going, keep learning, keep speaking. Your future English voice is waiting for you.